summer 2018, we created a magical spreadsheet that really helped us manage our labor resources to our workload. So we used the Uniform Reporting Manual and assigned 1 point for every 15 minutes that the Uniform Reporting Manual dictated. So with that, on a daily basis, the charge therapists could come in, calculate how many vents we have, how many high flow nasal cannulas, everything, billable procedures that we would have. And then we would divide it up by the number of staff therapists that are on for the day. And then we would get this, labor to workload ratio. Then we'd set it up with, green would be our 90 to 100%, and then above that, every 10% we would go on. The problem was that when we would do this on a daily basis at the beginning of the shift, it only told us in real time. So we really couldn't predict. If we had a super acute patient, all we knew to do is pull from our clinical support people, the educator, the ISQA coordinator, people, all around to help out that have other positions. So we thought, how could we get this thing to predict how many people we want? So we took a 7-day interval prior to every Monday, averaged out the labor to workload ratio, and if it was above 110%, we said, okay, we're gonna offer incentives to our staff to come in and work. But the really cool thing was that we could also take that formula, reverse it, and say, we want to keep our productivity less than 110%. Okay. And when we use that same 7 days, we could actually do the calculation, reverse the calculation, and say, okay, we need, so many people, X number of people for the following week. So we looked at the schedule. If we didn't have that number, then that is the number of shifts that we would post for overtime. So we would actually get our numbers to where they were supposed to be to keep, the workload to labor resources down into that 110% or lower range. So what we found in 21 weeks, that we actually maintained that ratio with keeping it below 110 for all but 3 of those weeks. And 2 of the weeks, we actually were just slightly over the 110%. So going forward, we thought, well, okay, what else could we do? So now we are actually looking into managing our non-labor resources and looking into some type of signal that, hey, it's time to order more ventilators or rent more ventilators. So that's really sort of the next step, and I guess that's where we're going to be next year presenting. So
this paper is open for questions now.
Okay, good.
If it was only so easy. One of the questions that I had for Dave as a poster, and I wonder if you could kind of expand on that a bit, was we often have work which is not necessarily tied to billable procedures. So in institutions, that volume may actually vary considerably. Our institution, non-billable work may account for 15 to 20% of our total volume. So did you include just billable items on this, or did you include non-billable?
It was billable items, but we had an other column, or a miscellaneous column, okay, that we assigned, I believe we assigned 30 minutes to that. So if there was a mini valve procedure or a super acute patient, we can actually add a couple more points in that column, which added to the, the total workload for that particular unit. So yes, we did actually compensate for that. Yes, sir.
Actually, on that, the other, usually when I hear other, I'm like, oh. So when have you been keeping track of the use of other? Because usually, if you leave other, it becomes a thing that people quickly click multiple of, and maybe not be able to justify the use of that time.
We do compare it to an end-of-month report. It's called a Red 3 report. So we can actually track how much it was like RT time or something. We can actually track that then to see how much time is used. and the procedures that we had listed as others were still looked up in the uniform reporting manual and saying, okay, this took a half an hour to do.
Like, please consider auditing, at least a day or two to see what the other is. make
Yeah,
sure
and we have our
that.
ISQA coordinator, she does all the billing. She has monitored this all along with us, and so it matched.
One quick question, did administration give you more FTEs based on your magic spreadsheet?
Can I answer that?
Yeah, of course you can.
Yes. Yeah, this was reported to executive leadership along the way, and we did eventually get more staffing. Okay, thank you.